Hello everybody, let's solve a LeetCode problem. So here is add two numbers problem on LeetCode. Basically we're given two linked lists which represent numbers, and we need to return another linked list which represents the result of the sum. You may pause the video and just read the problem statement and wrap your head a little bit around this problem, and we will continue. So let's get started. Let's create a fake head. Fake head is just a new list node with any value. We won't use it, so let it be just 0. And we return fakehead.next. So this fakehead.next will point to the result, to the head of the result, and it will always be so. So what do we need else? We need current node and its fake head on the first step, and we need some carry. And the carry is basically what is carried over from the previous step, right? So when you sum two numbers, two digits, you might get the result which is more than 10, and it couldn't be fit into a digit, right? So it means that you have something left, something carried over from the previous step. So let's start our main loop. It lasts while we haven't reached the end of both lists, and also while we have carry, because we could reach the end of the list but still have something to process, basically to create one more node. Okay, so let's get the value, and value is get val of the first node plus get val of the second node plus what is carried over plus carry. And so you might ask what is this function get val. So it's a helper function. I'll implement it a little bit later, just not to pause here and think about it as it returns value of the node, as it does. So let's compute the next carry, and carry is value divided by 10, but it has to be integer division. So parse int of this result, right? Let's check it. If we had value less than 10, then the result would be 0. If we had value more than 10, then the result would be 1. Yeah, seems like it makes sense. Okay, so current.next is our next node, and it's a new list node with value modulo 10. Why is that? So we might get here in the line 19 value which is more than 10, right? But the digit couldn't fit it. So we need to apply this modulo operator to value and 10 in order to get something which is guaranteed less than 10. Okay, so current next, and let's move along. Current next, current equals to current next. And also let's move along our lists. L1 is get next of L1, and L2 is get next of L2. Okay, so you might ask, what is this another helper function? And I think it's the right time to implement those functions. So we have get value of the node, and it returns node value if node exists, or 0. What about get next function? So it also takes node and returns node.next if it exists, and otherwise it returns null. Okay, so let's take a look at this just for a moment, and yeah, I guess we're ready to go. Let's run this code. Get next. So let's take a look at this. Unexpected identifier. What's wrong? Function. Yeah, it's just a typo here. Okay, so function. Okay, it seems right. Let's check with different tests. It seems okay. So what if one of the lists just is empty? Seems okay. What if both lists are empty? Also seems fine. Okay, so I guess it's time to submit it. And yay! Not so fast, but I guess fine enough. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer those. Thank you for watching.